The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Siegen Lane.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to WAFB Plus. Welcome to 9 News Now. 9:15 on that Wednesday morning of yours. Liz Coe is out there doing Liz Coe things. The woman has an engine in her that just does not shut down. She works 25 hours a day. And so she'll be back with us tomorrow morning. But again, out there doing Liz Coe things, which is ridiculous. Coming soon to WAFB Plus, just her own show at some point, I imagine. I'm buying tickets. As we begin the Wednesday, though, how about this for a phrase to put into the nomenclature we haven't heard in a while? Drier weather headed our way. Sorry, what? Yeah, that's right. After months, seemingly months of just, are we really dealing with this again? Drier forecast. Let's actually pop up future radar for you right now. And this is what Steve Caparata has been telling us certainly all morning long, and then the last couple of days. Drier. So it's that important ER at the back end of it, trend, is approaching over these next few days as the weekend shows up. Literally like 30%, maybe even a 20% chance of rain on one of 2 days this weekend. So yes, drier. This is your Wednesday forecast. This is what you're looking at when you plan that midweek of yours. If you're headed down to New Orleans part of the world or the North Shore, look, we had some flooding in Mandeville yesterday because of the yesterday's storms. What they need right now is none of this. So they may get more of those storms than we do here in the capital city area, but we're not completely out of the woods. It's not to say we're going to be dry, just drier. And that is, you know what, that's a good word to say. Because we have not been able to say that for seemingly, I don't know, since April. It's been that kind of time. So that is where we're headed, world of weather-wise, for you as you kind of step through your Wednesday. The First Alert Weather app, always up to the minute, up to the second, literally. You can look at live radar yourself and kind of see where those storms are popping off and jump into the future radar. Something we're keeping our eye on today, it is day number 2 for the veto session, the veto override session at the Louisiana State Capitol. Let's pop this up right now for you, WAFB.com. It is going to be, again, one of the top stories. A recap for you of what happened yesterday and what's happening today. One of the big bills being looked at that was vetoed by Governor John Bel Edwards was the transgender bill. That was heard in the Senate yesterday. It did pass out of the Senate, got the 2/3 votes that it needed there. It now moves to the House. And if it gets 2/3 of a vote there, then that will override Governor John Bel Edwards' veto. Now, the other main bill of the day being looked at was, of course, the concealed carry bill, right? That was vetoed by the governor. That did not make it out of its first chamber yesterday, so it doesn't go anywhere now. That bill stays vetoed. Of course, the governor vetoed a couple dozen bills, but those were the two that really a lot of the focus was on as we moved into this unprecedented, first of its kind, veto session here in Louisiana. Now, other headlines, as you kind of begin to think about what the rest of your day is going to look like. We talked about this week as well. The OMV office in Gonzales shutting down COVID precautions. And we mentioned that on Monday, actually Sunday coming into Monday. We certainly talked about it on Monday so you could adjust any of your plans. They said it could last the whole week, dealing with some COVID issues, COVID precautions, that kind of thing. It is open beginning today, in fact, for in-person. They left the online stuff kind of going, and there's some things you can take care of online, but there's always things that have to happen in person. So there you go, Gonzales, back open. The main office of the Office of Motor Vehicles in Gonzales, back open, reopening today, July 21. They would like you to schedule an appointment if you got something going on over there right now. Not necessarily needed right now as you kind of make your way back into the system, but at least you can have that face-to-face conversation to get some of the stuff done. COVID is, again, of course, the big topic of conversation, right? The Delta variant taking over coast to coast, and Louisiana a hot spot. And so we're always talking about COVID issues and virus issues. And look, we're as tired of it as you are. But the fact is, it is the story of the day, the week, the month, the year, the story of many lifetimes, quite honestly, the fact that this pandemic is still with us. So how do you deal with that? How are you dealing with that mentally? How are you doing? It's literally a question that does not get asked enough. How are you doing? We need to ask that of each other a bit more. And there's actually some things that you can do to maybe relieve a little bit of stress here and there. Actually, our Kylie Hubbard talked a little bit about that this morning. Are you into yoga? You want to get into yoga? Little namaste. I can't actually do the whole prayer pose thing right now because I got a wounded wing. We'll get back to that at some point later. But the little namaste for you. Whatever it takes to get you in that right space, whatever it is, so long as it's healthy, do it, man. Just do it. Is yoga your thing? How about some opportunities here? Free yoga classes. Free yoga classes. So who's putting this on? This is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, Louisiana, hosting an event teaching people about the importance of mental and physical wellness. Where can you be a part of this? How can you be a part of this? When are they going to be doing this? What do you need to bring when you show up? Who can show up? All of this waiting for you inside the 9 News app at WAFB.com. A way to calm the mind, right? Which leads to just a calmer sense of self as you travel through this insanity that is COVID right now. Any little thing that you can do, so long as it's healthy and kind of gets you going in the right direction, man, do it. How about goat yoga? You want to do some goat yoga? Man, I did that. I did that once. That stupid goat was clearly a rookie and tore up my back. Or maybe it was personal. I did not enjoy goat yoga. But that's waiting for you right there. Something else going on today that we're going to keep an eye on. SEC Media Days is still going on. SWAC Media Day was yesterday. And let me tell you something about Southern University and the football team they're going to be putting onto the Bluff this coming season. 9 Jags on the preseason All-SWAC first team. There's only 22 spots available on offense and defense. They got 9 of them, including the preseason Defensive Player of the Year. So, and this first-year head coach, right? We talked about that. So, obviously, those in the know think the talent is there and ready to go. What can they turn that into? We'll see. I mean, game 1 coming up. They're traveling to Troy come September. We shall see. SEC Media Days, of course, that just continues. That's happening. SWAC is Birmingham. SEC Media Days is in, of course, Hoover. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about a couple of LSU opponents, Ole Miss and Kentucky. Today, big day out there. Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide rolling in. You got Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M coming in. I mean, you got the air raid offense over there at Mississippi State. Yeah, we ran into that one last year, Tiger fans. And then you have Vanderbilt. So we'll see. Jacques made a good point yesterday. He's like, Alabama, A&M, Mississippi State. Certainly, if you're in the West, you want to focus on it. And then Vanderbilt. How did Vanderbilt get that draw? I mean, sorry about it, Vandy. The doors may get absolutely kind of blown through with Alabama, A&M, and Mississippi State a part of it. But our Jacques Doucet is there in Alabama, in Hoover, talking to the folks. So we'll see what Nick Saban, look, man, love him, hate him, indifferent, don't care. He's always entertaining at the microphone. You never quite know what he's going to say, but you know he's going to be very pointed. Is he softening any in his old age? Is it old age? In his aging, let's just say aging, is he softening? Do you care? Hey, this site cannot be reached. Don't talk to me about that. That's not what I want to hear. Don't do that to me. Hold on, stay where you are. Technology issues. So yeah, I don't know if he is softening in his age. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care if you think he's softening or not. He's still going to step up to the microphone and do what he wants, do Nick Saban things. So that's happening today. We're going to get you caught up in later editions of 9 News coming up today. 9 News at noon, obviously. 9 News at 4:30, of course, 5, the 4 o'clock, the 5, the 6, the 10, all that fun stuff. WAFB Plus, where you're watching us right now. Coming to you every single morning, 9:15 for 9 News now. But coming up a little bit later on today, for the sports fans out there, Jacques Talk, right? Wonder what Jacques going to be talking about today. You know where he is. A deeper dive into all that fun stuff. Again, Jacques Talk coming up. You don't have to do anything. It's right here for you coming up a little bit later on today. So trying to get all that covered for you. Download the 9 News app. You'll be up to the minute. Stay alert with the First Alert weather app. Figure out where those storms are kind of coming and going and how they're setting up. But that's midweek, folks. We're kind of halfway home. As soon as you get home to dinner, you are better than halfway home on your work week here. Stay dry. Looks like it is going to be kind of dryish for the most part as you kind of take another look at that future radar. Stay dry out there. Yeah, pack an umbrella just in case. Be safe, everybody. We'll see you again today at 9 News at noon. Bye, y'all.